guys, it's Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with my weekly makeup basket. Ooh! So we are going to talk about which palette was selected for Palette of the Month. We're going to recap some of the products from last week, and then we're going to shop the stash. So if that sounds like something you'd like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Guys, my eyeshadow today, I don't know what happened. I was innocently just applying my makeup for a very normal Wednesday, and I'm all of a sudden have event makeup on. I don't know where it went wrong. But it's cute, it's cute. Alright, so last week I said, well, let me back up. So this year my approach to using up my powdered products is, instead of panning a palette for the year, we're just gonna rotate. So 1 month I dedicate my the month to like a face palette. So January's face palette was the Too Faced Natural Face. Yeah. So February we're gonna switch and dedicate February to one eyeshadow palette. So since I have been painting a face palette, I've been using whatever eyeshadows I want. Now that I'm switching to a eyeshadow palette, we're going to use whatever face products we want for the month. And then we'll go March and pick another face palette. So I had asked you guys which of these three, so that you would vote, which ones should I pick. So we had the Violet Voss Holy Grail, we had the Too Faced Natural Lust, and then we had the Emily Edit the ones from Makeup Revolution. Those were the three, and I asked you guys to vote in the comments down below. So I went through and read each comment, and I tallied if someone mentioned the palette, but then I tallied how many likes if someone had liked that comment. So you guys showed up. You guys showed up. There were like 30 votes. I was like, ooh, you guys are serious about these palettes. Okay, the winner is... Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Morty. The Makeup Revolution, the Emily Edit, the wands. All y'all wanted to see this. I was like, okay, I'm here for it because I haven't used it yet. So this is what it looks like. This will be the palette that we dedicate for a full month, all of February. I'm excited. So this was given to me, so it is used. I just haven't used it. But I really like that you can stay in the neutral family, or you can get a little wild with color. So this is what we will be selecting. So the Emily Edit had 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 votes. Violet Voss had 5 votes, and Too Faced had 6 votes. So this one was like out of the waters, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, anyways, I did want to read some of the comments to you guys because the comments are really awesome. And I just wanted to share some things that stood out to me that I feel like would be helpful to you guys, or at least interesting to you guys. So let me pull them up. A lot of you said that you have the Emily palette and you need to get more use out of it. So that's why a lot of you voted. Melrose suggested that I do a poll in the eye for the next palette vote. So I'll try that next time. Yeah, a lot of you guys said that you want to use the palette along with me. Okay, the comment that stuck out to me the most as something you guys would be interested is from Summer C. Hey girl, I have never seen you comment before, so thanks for watching and thanks for commenting. She said the Laura Mercier loose powder is actually cheaper than the L'Oreal one, and the L'Oreal one that she's referring to is the one that I hauled last week, which is the L'Oreal Infallible Loose Setting Powder. This guy right here. She says actually cheaper than L'Oreal one if you go by per gram. Before any coupons, Laura Mercier, which she's referring to this guy, the translucent powder by Laura Mercier, $1.34 per gram. So it's $39 for 29 grams, whereas the L'Oreal is $1.73 per gram. which is $12.99 for 7.5 grams. So she said you don't have to feel guilty if you prefer Laura Mercier over drugstore. But I thought that was really helpful because I think sometimes we just look at the price point and we don't always look at like how much you're getting for that price point. So that was a really nice comment. Thank you, Summer, for breaking that down for us. And then Penny Lynn had asked if the L'Oreal and the or if the L'Oreal felt as soft as Hourglass and Laura Mercier. So I thought we would just try that together real quick. So this is Translucent Light. I have used this all week and I have enjoyed it. I don't think it looks like cheap or powdery or like, I just think it looks super nice. Like I haven't had any problems with it this week and I don't know, I've enjoyed it. So here is what this one looks like. And we'll swatch. Alright, it is a soft formula and it feels like almost like that silky feeling that some of these higher end ones feel. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh gosh, y'all. Me opening up loose powders. Okay, and then here is the Laura Mercier. So again, it looks similar as in color. This one does feel a little bit more like soft, more finely milled. But you can see they look pretty similar on the skin. And then we'll try Hourglass. Looks like this. Oh yeah, Hourglass out of the three is like the silkiest, softest, like butter. So this L'Oreal does not feel that like silkiness that the higher end ones feel, but you can see they look pretty similar as far as swatches go. So, yeah, the Hourglass is definitely like the silkiest, softest out of all three. Ooh, that was nice, Hourglass. Thank you. All right, thanks, Penny Lynn, for asking about that, and I hope that was helpful to you guys in some way. And I really appreciate all of you guys commenting. There were like 30 comments, and you guys were responding to each other as well, so that was super fun. So thank you so much for participating and being a part of the channel. Okay. So, like I said, this is the palette of the month. This will be the only eyeshadow we use in February. I do just want to recap a couple of products from last week that we pulled. Last week's video will be linked down below. So, on my eyes, the eyeshadow that I got wild with is the Lorac Pros. I love these so much. I almost forgot, like, how effortless these are. Like, I always know, but I forget until I pull them, and then I'm like, it's like professional grade. Like, one day I did from the I did Mocha, and I was in a hurry, so I did Mocha just as a one and done color. I put it on my lid, and then I blended it out into my crease, and it just looks so freaking pretty. And then I went into this one, the 3, and I just took this blank color and put it on my inner corner, and I did that today as well, just so it like lightens it up and doesn't bring so much darkness to the center of my face. And I just absolutely love it. I wear terracotta a lot. I'll take terracotta and mix it with this color next to it, which is clay, and just really like go crazy with it. I don't know, I just really like these palettes, and I just feel like even like today's look, it just looks so like blown out and beautiful. Like I have more skill than I do. So I use the 2 for that. And so I took cool gray, and then I took light brown, and I put those into the crease. And I use a big brush, so that's why I kind of blew it out more. And then I took plum, and plum is what's in the crease and on the outer edge. And then to lighten all that up, I took beige and I put that on the center of the lid, and I just think it's like, it's just so pretty. I just absolutely love these palettes, and every time I pull them, I'm like, why don't I pull them more? But I love it. They won't get love for this month, but love it. Alright, and then I already talked about L'Oreal, and then the other thing I said that instead of pulling lips with you guys each basket, I'm just going to share with you like what I ended up pulling. And so what's on my lips and what I wore a lot this week is the Pixie by Petra. This one is in Pastel Petal, and these are their matte lipsticks, and what I say about them is they're very comfortable. They don't dry down completely, so if you like drink out of a cup or a straw, that was a weird way to say it, or you eat, it is going to wear off, so it's not going to live through that. But it is super comfortable on the lips, and it doesn't settle into lines, and it's just a really pretty formula, but it is not long wearing, and it does not dry down. And then the other one I wore was Teen Spirit. This is Milani's Ludicrous lip gloss, and I love this as well. You can probably tell in the last couple weeks I've been drawn towards this one a lot, but my lip products just live right here, and I just pull out what I want to wear, and then I throw it in my makeup basket so that I remember to tell you guys exactly what I wore. So yeah, and finally we use the bronzer by Physicians Formula. This one is a bronzer. I hauled it last week, and I wore it a couple times. I wore it on the days that I worked out, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I had to go to a 2-day training to learn a new group fitness format to teach, and so you guys gotta go back like 3 videos if you want to hear why I don't like to work out wearing this. So I had pulled this knowing that I needed a backup, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I just really love it. So that was really nice to have. And yeah, I think that's everything. So we are going to turn the camera this way and shot my stash. So we already know the eyeshadow palette, but we have full range on this. Oh, I wanted to go ahead and show on the screen what this palette looked like when we first pulled it in January versus now. So I truly loved wearing this palette all month long. It's what I have on today. I just was able to wear absolutely every single color in here. So I would put the bronzer on, then I'd put this on as a contour. I mix these together for blush, and then I mix these together for highlight, and it was just absolutely stunning. So we'll see on the screen how much wear we had from the beginning of the month, because it was pretty neglected and new at the beginning of the month. But it feels good to have really dug into a palette and got a lot of use out of it. And I definitely want to pull it again soon and not let it just kind of sit for a few months since I dedicated a month to it, if that makes sense. But yeah, alright, we're going to put products back and shop stash, so let's do it. You guys always like when you get a little Morty appearance. So, like I said, I was at that training this weekend, and Jared's like, Morty really needs a trim. I'm going to trim him this weekend. And I think he did a really good job. His trimmer died when he was almost done, so he still wants to go through and like clean up some of these like wild hairs. But I think he did a really good job, and he said Morty enjoyed it. I mean, as much as he could. Little baby. Alright, back to the makeup. Okay, so we have a foundation, a primer, and a concealer that we are panning in a project. It's the 20 in 2020. You can go check it out. It is up on my channel now. But the concealer that I am panning is a little bit too dark for me, so I want to have another one to mix with it. So I think I want to pull I want to pull this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear, and this color is in 355 Vanilla. I think this would be good to mix with it. I did the same thing last week with the e.l.f. Camo and Fair Beige. So I would just put a little bit of that on, and then I would just put the Project Pan Concealer over it for just a little bit more coverage, and I liked how it looked, so let's try it with this. Plus, you know, I do want to continue to get wear out of products and not just have them sit here because we are panning. You know what I mean? So actually, let's move this melt stack. I think that is going to be everything that we pull from this section of primers, foundations, and concealers, but I do want to go down to powders. Okay, here is my powder collection. I think, what do we want? I love pressed powders because of how convenient they are, but I like the look of loose powders better, if that makes sense. I think what I want to do, I pull the Too Faced one literally all the time, so let's not do that. You know what, let's just use Laura Mercier. We talked about it so much at the beginning of the video. This is the loose setting powder in translucent. Yeah, she needs a lot of love, so let's pull this one. Alright, I think that is everything as far as the base of the, no, okay, let's pull this too. This is the Essence Pure Nude, and it is a highlighter, but what I like to do with it is use it as a finishing powder, and I haven't done that in a few weeks, maybe even a month. I was real hyped on it in December, so let's go ahead and choose this. Alright, I have to zoom you guys out a little bit because I kind of want both of these shelves in action. Alright, let's start with bronzer. And one palette that is new, I hauled a couple weeks ago, is the LA Girl Moonlight Magic. This is a highlighter palette, and I really want to see if I can use this contour color like I did with the Too Faced palette, like kind of as a contour. And I also want to use these as actual highlights and see how I feel about this formula and all of that. So that's going to be the first palette we pull. And then I do want just like a normal bronzer. And I'm so torn. Like I want to try maybe one of the... Oh God. Oh God, we're good. We're good. I want to try one of the new ones, but then I'm like, maybe I should try one that I know I like and just get a real idea of how I feel about the contour. So I kind of want, you guys know I always go back to the ABH Rosewood. This is one of my favorite bronzers. Yeah, it's in the color Rosewood, as I said. And what I like about it is it's kind of like that sun-kissed type color. And this formula is very forgiving. It's very easy to blend, and you can't really mess up with it. So I think this might be nice to pair with a brand new product and see how I feel about the contour, or that highlight as a contour, if that makes sense. So I think that is good there. And then blush, let's try, I don't want to pull all my new products at one time, so we'll pull a couple here. I really want to pull this e.l.f. This one is the Always Rosy. This is their primer infused blush. And I was just watching Paige Curran. I don't know if you guys watch her, but she's such a like OG type channel where she does hauls and first impressions and declutters and all that stuff. But she just hauled this blush but in a different color and wanted to compare it to Buxom because she says she has all the Buxom colors, and the two Buxom, or the Buxom I have, is not comparable in color to this, but I am curious if the formula is the same or they're supposed to be dupes, because they're both primer infused type formulas. So this Buxom one is called Mykonos, and it is like a peach color. And the thing with these Buxom ones is they are very pigmented. As you can see, you have to have a super light hand. They are not forgiving like the bronzer I just showed you guys. And then here's the e.l.f. So we'll see kind of how I feel about them. But as you can see, for a blush, that's also very pigmented. So we might have some intense cheeks this week, y'all. We'll see what happens. But those are going to be the two blushes that I pull. And then highlighter. So I know I pulled a highlighter palette, but I do want to have maybe like a go-to just in case I'm not feeling those highlighters. You guys know I'm still obsessed with Cookie, but let's just dive in and pick something else. Ooh, this is another one that I love. It is the MAC Classic Soft and Gentle. This is awesome. So we will pull this for the week as well. This one is just like, you're glowing. You're absolutely glowing. Alright, so we have a backup in case the highlighter, because the highlighter to those tones just might not go with every look that I want. So that is good. I'm excited to play with the new products. Okay, one thing I do want to continue to play with, even though we are pulling a palette, is with singles. So I do want to pull the Stila Diamond Dust to use with the Emily palette. Let's see what else. I think it would look pretty over like Eve Rose or Oh Heavens. Maybe even over Top Story. It might be really pretty. And as I was pulling this, I was looking in the drawer, and I think that this one from Ace Beauty, this is like a really cool formula. I guess it's probably similar to ColourPop, but this is Ace Beauty and Cotton Candy. And it's kind of like one of those putty type things. So pretty. It's like a really pretty pink shimmery color. And I think that would also look good over some of the browns that are in this palette, or over like some of these pinks like Cupcake and Laugh Cry. You know, I think that could also be pretty there. Or over Love Tons. Maybe like Love Tons on the lid and the crease, and then this like popped over. It might be really pretty. So yeah, I do want to still play with single eyeshadows. They just get so neglected in my collection. I don't know about you guys, but they just get like looked over compared to a palette. So we'll pull those. But I think that is everything. Let's look at our basket all put together. Okay, so here is the basket for the week. She's full, y'all. She's full. So the couple of palettes that we pulled out, these products are my Project Pan. I tried so many times on this Physicians Formula Healthy Glow Foundation to get the stopper out. I can't get it out, so I just have it upside down so the product can come down. And I was thinking I have some little like paddle brushes, like eyeshadow brushes, that maybe I could use to stick in there to get the rest out. But I have been really loving this. I always forget how much I love it until I use it. So that's the foundation, and this Catrice Fresh It Up is my Project Pan item. Like I said, palette. We have the singles that we pulled. And then I do have powders. If you guys watch every week, you know this. I have powders that live in here as just part of my holy grail items that I use to finish my face. Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot and Banana. Hourglass Dim. Always keep those in here. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. I'm so close. So close. Anyways, I'm about to post it, so it'll be up by the time you guys see this. My 2019 makeup empties. Next week, if all goes according to plan, you guys will get 2 videos. I'm going to start doing monthly favorites, and they're going to have in there my empty products for the month, and obviously favorites and fails as well. So you're going to get that video next week, and you're also going to get an intro to a themed Project Pan next week, and my weekly makeup basket. So you're going to get 3 videos next week, which is super exciting. So subscribe if you are new. I would love to have you here on the channel. Love just talking and getting to know you guys in the comment section. So yes, subscribe if you're new. Come back, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.